You stand there, wrench in hand, staring at a bolt head that has been completely rounded off. The edges are gone. Your socket spinning freely with zero grip. Panic sets in immediately. You call the shop. $150 per hour. They quote you to extract it. They tell you they need specialized extraction tools, drilling equipment, and warn that the surrounding material might be damaged in the process. But here's the truth. They've just turned a $3 problem into a $150 minimum repair. There's an alternative, a solution that no mechanic will share with you, one they rely on but never mention to customers. That $3 solution is valve grinding compound. It sits in any auto parts store, waiting to be your best friend. What's inside? Silicon carbide and aluminum oxide abrasive particles harder than the steel in your bolt. When packed between the driver and the damaged bolt head, it creates mechanical interlocks that multiply friction by over 400%. That's the key. It's the friction that's been missing. The friction you need to extract that bolt. When you apply the compound and press your socket onto the rounded head, those tiny abrasive particles dig into both the socket and the bolt, creating thousands of points of grip. The torque that used to make your socket slip now drives that bolt to turn smoothly under hand pressure. No drilling, no extraction kit necessary. This is the friction physics that professionals know but won't share. It works because it addresses the fundamental issue: friction. It's a secret, a simple, inexpensive trick to save you money and avoid the costly shop visit. So, the next time you strip a bolt, don't reach for the expensive solutions they're just built to take your money. Reach for that $3 tube and let physics do its job. Here's the key. This isn't about breaking things apart. This is about friction. When the fastener's driving surfaces are no longer flat, when they're rounded, your socket can't grip. That's when the failure happens. It's not about the material, it's about the physics of the interaction. The contact friction isn't enough, and that's why the socket slips across the rounded surface instead of gripping it. But when you use Exley valve grinding compound, you address that problem directly. The abrasive particles are harder than the steel fastener and the tool. These sharp, hard particles embed into both metal surfaces, creating interlock points that multiply the friction coefficient. Now, you have a mechanical grip that wasn't there before. This is pure applied tribology, the science of friction and wear. It's the same principle pipe fitters use to grip corroded pipes, or machinists use to seat precision valve surfaces. The science isn't new, but it's hidden from you in the automotive world because it eliminates the need for expensive extraction kits and specialized tools. Mechanics use these compounds secretly. They know that the extraction kits, the drills, the screw extractors, all of these are just ways to make money. They know they don't need to drill into that fastener if they apply this simple trick, but they don't tell you, because the cost of doing it the hard way is part of their business model, and you, the customer, are the one left paying the price. What most drivers don't know is that the compound's effect can be so strong that it restores the grip between the damaged fastener and the tool. The $150 shop visit for a simple stripped bolt is a trick. The real fix costs you a few dollars and the power of basic physics. Now that you know the science, let's get to the procedure. Follow these steps, and you'll extract that damaged fastener in no time. Step 1. Purchase valve grinding compound from any auto parts store. Be sure it contains silicon carbide, not a fine finishing compound. Silicon carbide is coarser, and that's exactly what you need. Step 2. Clean the damaged fastener head thoroughly. You need to remove all oil, grease, and dirt. Use brake cleaner to ensure the surfaces are dry and ready for the compound. Clean, dry metal is crucial for the abrasive particles to embed properly. Step 3. Apply a generous amount of valve grinding compound into your socket. Pack it in so that it fills about a quarter of the socket's depth. For screws or other drive types, apply the compound directly to the screwdriver recess or driver bit tip. Step 4. Press the compound-loaded socket firmly onto the damaged bolt head. Apply significant downward pressure, holding it for at least 10 seconds. This is the critical moment embedding the abrasive particles into the metal. Step 5. Maintain that downward pressure while slowly turning the wrench. Steady, controlled torque is the key. Jerking or rapid movements will disrupt the abrasive contact and could ruin the process. Step 6. If the bolt doesn't begin to turn after your first attempt, reapply fresh compound. Old compound smooths out after use, so fresh abrasive particles are key for the second try. Step 7. For particularly corroded bolts, apply penetrating oil first and let it sit for about 30 minutes. This reduces the thread friction, making the extraction easier when combined with the abrasive compound. After extraction, clean the threads and apply anti-seize compound to the new fastener. This prevents future corrosion and makes future removals a breeze. What did that cost you? $3 for the compound, and a little patience. You've just avoided a $150 minimum shop bill, all by understanding and applying the physics of friction. It's simple, effective, and designed to save you money.